Hey guys, my name is Insane Raven, and on this episode of IO Reviews, I'm gonna be reviewing the Power Rangers movie. To be honest, I want to be honest about a couple of things before I really start uh the video. First off, I've never seen anything related to. I've never seen anything related to. Sorry, I had to check something. Never seen anything related to Power Rangers at all. So this was really my first introduction to Power Rangers. It was also my first introduction to most of the characters, and I was 100% fully prepared to hate this movie. I was prepared to hate every part of this movie. It was actually the mindset I walked into the movie with, and that's not what happens. That's not what happened at all, actually. The short of the vlogs that I actually ended up, the short of the reviews that I actually ended up loving the movie for almost everything it kind of did. It was the kind of movie that it was aware that the source material is kind of crap, and I think if we're all honest, Power Rangers is kind of crap. It's campy, it's cheesy, it's borderline annoying, and the movie really, like, it understands what it is. So it tries very hard to be. I wouldn't say it tries very hard. It's definitely going for the more edgy end of the reboot candle. It's going for the this isn't the 80s anymore angle with it, where it's like, no, like, we tell masturbation jokes. 'Cause, by the way, the amount of masturbation jokes there were in this movie was probably too much for a movie intended for kids. Like, one of the first jokes in the movie is about a dude jerking off a cow. And it's like, oh, well, alrighty then. That's how we're starting the movie. Is jerking off a cow. Awesome. And usually I have such a big problem with these kinds of movies, these kind of boring remakes of a movies, and with this one I didn't really have that. I really just had this movie that was a lot of fun. The personalities are just so great, and a lot of the cheese that kind of comes through in the movie, because it's Power Rangers, there had to be some amount of cheese, otherwise it wouldn't have been Power Rangers. And the cheese really comes in on the fighting sequences, which isn't like 100% unbelievable what I'm being told is happening. No, but it is really layered in that. Oh wow, this is cheesy, and like, you can make an argument to say that the fighting sequences are bad, but they're meant to be that way, and I find that to be pretty charming when everything else is kind of like serious and gritty. I don't know. Not a lot of people are going to like that, but I certainly did. I think it did a really good job of paying homage to how stupid and cheesy the original source material was, and I really enjoyed it. The other bit of referencing to the source material that it did is that it played one of the old school. I'm not sure if it's the original. I didn't bother to check before recording this video. I'm sorry. I am a Power Rangers pagan, and I do not worship your god. And it just plays one of the early theme songs when the time in this like chase sequence in the movie, and it's so great. Like, it's so great to see that the producers and everyone was not afraid to go to that place of cheesy. And I feel personally that it comes in at the right point where it's like, no, you've earned this. You've earned the allowance to go all out on the cheese and stupidity. Like, you've earned this at this point. And I really did enjoy that. I love the fact that it also kind of pokes fun at just how inclusive and how social justice warrior it really is as a movie. Not to say that those are bad things, but when you have a character that literally says all types of colors, all types of children, all type of colored children, and you also have a lesbian character in the movie, it is such a great fresh of air to see that the studio was like, no, this is important, but at the same time, like, we get it that it's also kind of funny. We get that it's funny at the same time. And it was just such a refreshing take on it, especially when so many companies feel the pressure to be inclusive for inclusivity's sake, and not for the sake of storytelling. So I really enjoyed that it made those sort of aware jokes, and it kind of knew what it was. I felt that the movie really kind of walks on the personalities of the Power Rangers. Not only the action, not only any of the backstories, but the pure personality of the characters. Like I said, I came into this movie 100% prepared to hate it and to make just a really hard movie review, ripping into it. My speech is impeccable today. Kind of just ripping in on it, and I kind of realized halfway through the movie that I wasn't going to be able to do that. The movie was just too much fun to do that too. And honestly, I couldn't be happier saying that. This is a beloved franchise that the trailers made look so stupid. I'd be happy. I'm happy with this version that I got to see. Now, is it the best version of Power Rangers? I don't know. Nor will I ever know, because frankly, I'm not going to go back and watch all the Power Rangers history. I'm just not. But I had such a fun time with it that I don't think it matters. I'm not gonna really go into spoiler territory in this, because the ending is fun, but you also kind of know where it's going just by the nature of what kind of film this is. You know how it's going to end, and that's not a spoiler alert. That's just a fact of the genre. I really enjoyed the experience of the movie. I love how they had an autistic kid on the autistic character in the cast. I love that he is really the catalyst for a lot of the things, and not in the he's fucking up and we have to kind of solve this, but in a really refreshing he's doing something proactive, and he's going and starting this adventure, really, and it's a really refreshing take to see. All in all, I think this is a movie that if you're brand new to Power Rangers, you're either going to buy into the cheese because you understand that the original Power Rangers were cheesy as all hell, or you're not, and you're going to find it to be a really stupid teen movie. Because that's also the other thing that this movie is. It is not really... it is a superhero movie. That's not the first card it plays. It plays as a teen movie first, and a superhero action movie second. And that's one of the other things I found really refreshing about the film, is that it didn't take the fact that we're Power Rangers overboard, if that makes sense. It's kind of just like, no, we're superheroes, and we're gonna learn how to be superheroes. But this story is really about us. It's about us developing as people, and it's about us growing as people. All in all, I really enjoyed this film, and whether or not this is one of the real films that I think that you have to see for yourself. You can't go on someone's views of the movie and all this other crap for it, because on all this other opinionated crap for it, because frankly it doesn't lend itself to really other people's discussion. Not because you can't really talk about the movie, but because of the property and because of how inclusive this movie really is. it's easily one of those movies that people aren't going to see as a movie, and it's going to be seen as a either a corporate move or a political move or something move, rather than just a movie. And I frankly really enjoyed it as a movie. But other than that, I don't have anything else to really mention about the movie. Honestly, this is how, if I may be so bold, this is how teen movies really should try to be in the future. They should try to be these fun stories, these kind of just experiences over really anything else. And just not being afraid to have fun and be goofy. Which is something I feel that a lot of YA movies and a lot of stuff like this just afraid to do. They're afraid to have fun with the property because they have to feel like they have to resonate with one person or another. And that's just something that they don't have to do. I loved this movie, and I really didn't think I would. I thought I was going to hate it, and I was prepared to hate it, but I didn't. And for something as stupid as Power Rangers, I think that says a lot. Other than that, I'm just going to be repeating myself, so I'm going to end the video here. If you guys saw Power Rangers, what did you guys think? Does it do the original source material proud, or does it completely shit on it? Did you guys think that the inclusivity of the cast was a smart move, or was it just a thing that happened? Let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye-bye.